Hello guys, in this video we are going to create a player who can walk, run, jump, and also we are going to create a flashlight and going to add sound effect. First I created a character body 3D for the player. The name itself says it's a character body. So whenever we are creating a character like NPC, enemy or player, you can use this. This would have additional features which will be helpful for us in the future. Next, I added a collision shape 3D so that the player can collide with other objects. And later, I added a mesh instance 3D so that we can see player. Right now, I'm using a capsule because this is an FPS game. And later, I will be removing this capsule because actually we don't need it. And then I created a script using the character body template. And I added action for movement, jump, sprint, and bind respective keys for the actions. Then I replaced the default actions with the actions I created. It's always best to create our own actions. I also created an action for flashlight, which we will code later. And then I created a head with the camera. Now this head allows the player to look up and down, and we will be rotating the player himself when he looks left and right. This is because in real life, we can rotate ourselves in 360 degree when we look left or right, but we can rotate up to a particular angle when we look up and down. I increased the player height and added him into the scene. Then I created a hand holding a torchlight in Blender and imported it into Godot. I added the hand as the child of the head node so that when player looks up and down, hands will be seen in the screen. Since we are rotating the head, hands will move along with the camera. You can also attach hand directly to camera, but this is a good practice and I prefer doing this. And I toggled the preview mode in camera and adjusted the hand position a bit. I increased the player height and imported him into the corridor, but for some reason the player is not moving. I tried different things like recreating the collision shape of the corridor, changing player height, or changing player collision shape, but nothing worked for me. And when I moved the player above the corridor, he moves normally. I searched online, but I couldn't find a solution because I don't even know what the problem is. So I was just changing some values, enabling and disabling some features. And inside collision shape of the corridor, I enabled backface collision, then everything worked normally. Then I did the same for collision shape of all the doors. Then I added collision shape for hand and torch so that it does not move through the wall. But for some reason, it's not working as I expected. I tried different things, but nothing worked as I expected. I don't want to waste more time in this bug, so I moved on and left it for the future. I added a spotlight at the end of the flashlight and adjusted it so that it looks like the light is coming from the torch. Then I changed the color, energy, and other parameters of the spotlight so that I can get the vibe I wanted. Then I wrote some code to turn on and off the flashlight. I captured the mouse and wrote some code to rotate the player according to the mouse movement. So when the mouse moves left and right, I rotated the player about the y-axis, and when the mouse moves up and down, I rotated the head about the x-axis. So this creates an illusion like player is looking around. This may sound complicated, but actually this is very simple. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube that teaches you how to implement this, so don't worry about it if you don't get it. I created a separate action for sprint and binded shift key to that action. So when player was pressing the shift button, I tripled the speed of the player, and when player releases the shift button, I change the speed value back to normal. I created a separate animation for resting state and walking state. In resting animation, the camera moves up and down a little bit. This creates the illusion of player breathing. So in walking animation, I moved the camera up and down a little bit more than the rest animation and rotated the camera left and right at the same time. It looked like a shaky animation. I guess it created a walking illusion. There are a lot of ways we can do this. We can also use some third-party platform like Mixamo, but I don't want to do that. I may use them for complex animations, but for small and simple animations, I love to create them on my own because that's what makes game development fun for me. And when player was running, I increased the animation speed to match up with the movement speed. Then I downloaded some free audio for breathing, walking, and flashlight switch and edited them in Audacity software. Audacity is open source, so you can use it for free. I used AudioStream 3D to play the audio. I made the breathing sound play on load and I looped it. I played around with some values like pitch and volume. When player was walking or in rest position, the pitch scale will be at 0.7. When he is sprinting, I increased the pitch to 1.5 so that the audio play faster and creates an illusion of heavy breathing. I did the same for walking sound effect except for one thing. I toggled the auto load and played the walking sound effect whenever the player moves. Then later, I brought the entire code for sprint inside the actions because I don't want the animations and sound effect to change when player clicks shift without moving. I want them to change when the player was moving and shift key was pressed. Then I added an audio stream for flashlight and untoggled autoplay on load because I don't want the sound to play when the scene loads. And I wrote some code to play the audio when player toggles the switch. While I was adding a walking animation, I ran into a bug. When the player was moving, the audio was started at each frame, which made the audio stream 3D to play 30 times in 1 second. So I wrote some code to play the audio only when the audio was turned off, that is not playing. And now the audio was working as I expected. I changed the animation a little bit so that it plays in sync with the audio, and this is the final result. I hope you guys liked this video. Stay tuned. See you in the next one. Bye.